These athletes' reasons for coming here might be different, but they all have at least one thing in common. They're all Bobcats now. For Bobcat Update, I'm Shelby McElwee. To learn more or join, look for Rescue Her on the Student Organizations page on Texas State's website. For Bobcat Update, I'm Shelby McElwee.
To learn more about these artists and see where they're playing next, check out their Facebook pages and social media. Your new favorite band might be right here in San Marcos. For Bobcat Update, I'm Shelby McElwee.
Finding the school that fits you best can be a challenge, and finding a school where you can continue your athletic career can be even harder. Some athletes attended other schools before calling Texas State home.
I say this all the time. I think Texas State's a really cool school because it really doesn't have student population identity. We have a really cool mix of culture and really cool mix of people here at this school. Just being in between Austin and San Antonio, there's all tons of stuff to do, and I really have enjoyed that, and I've really enjoyed the people here a lot.
We also do have really good academics here, so academics is definitely a big part of my life and my future. And then also we play at one of the top levels, even at a small D1 school.
When I first came to Texas, I really didn't have a school to go to, and I just went searching for places where I could play football and go to school. So I came to Texas State, and I just love the campus. I love the people, and when I went to meet with the coaches, they were all great, so this has kind of been my home ever since I moved to Texas.
I would say, kind of like Ethan said, there's just a lot of different people, you know. I've met a lot of different people that are really cool. There's a lot of stuff to do. School's good. I feel like I learned a lot more here than I do at JUCO. And it's just been a really good experience so far.
We got a lot of young talent, and the sky is the limit for them young guys, and so it's really like we got just a lot of potential, and I saw the potential in the school, and so it's a lot of upside to the football program.
Texas State students can find a vibrant downtown filled each night with music. San Marcos offers something unique.
The San Marcos music scene is very eclectic. There's a little bit of everything here, you know. A lot of people compare it to a smaller Austin, but it's really got its own thing.
I feel like it's a good outlet for beginning bands. There's a lot of connections to be made here in San Marcos, and you can never go wrong with expanding your horizon.
I feel like for it to be alive though, the venues have to just pay their bands a little bit more.
San Marcos does not care about the local music scene because all these places that are giving avenues for local artists that don't really got money to do stuff, they get closed down by that old money because they don't like it.
I think it'll grow, you know. I think it'll expand. You know, once people see more of it, you know, it gets more exposure, it'll grow.
I mean, just about every night of the week we've got bands playing, different events going on all month long. It's just a matter of getting out here and seeing them. But you got to support it, otherwise it will start to fade away.
There was all kinds of metal bands around, there's all kinds of punk bands around, you know, and then, but always, you know, there's always been like the singer-songwriter stuff, you know, there's always been, I mean, San Marcos being a college town, you know, I mean, there's all kinds of music.
Quit, you ain't not doing nothing, but when you start and you make it from a small town like this, you know what I mean, anybody can make it from Austin, but making it from San Marcos, that's the real trick.
The Department of Homeland Security defines human trafficking as modern-day slavery, and it affects millions of men, women, and children around the world. According to the Institute on Domestic Violence and Sexual Assault at the University of Texas's School of Social Work, it is estimated that there are more than 300,000 victims of human trafficking in Texas alone. Texas State junior Megan O'Shea has started a Texas State chapter of the anti-human trafficking organization called Rescue Her.
Rescue Her at Texas State University is the first collegiate chapter of the nonprofit organization Rescue Her that's based in Dallas, Texas. We focus heavily on doing motel outreaches.
She says raising awareness is a big part of Rescue Her, but the organization focuses more on taking action.
So we'll outreach to local motels and then work with the staff and train them on how to identify and then safely report human trafficking that could potentially be going on in their motels.
O'Shea is passionate about the organization and its purpose. She says she can use her freedom to help those who aren't free.
As a student that has the opportunity to be attending an institution of higher education, and that is free to do whatever I want in life. I want to use my freedom to bring freedom to others so they have the same opportunities that I do.
Good afternoon. I'm Shelby McElwee with Bobcat Update Sports. Texas State's women's softball team will be hosting the University of Texas Longhorns tonight at 6 for the annual Pink Out Breast Cancer Game. UT came away with the win in their last matchup, but the Bobcats will be looking to get their revenge tonight and stretch their 7-game winning streak. The Bobcats are leading the Sun Belt Conference with an 11-0 record and an overall record of 29-8 after a 3-game series sweep of Southern Alabama University. Texas State baseball lost to UT Rio Grande Valley 2-1 last night in the first extra inning game of the season. Dylan Paul scored in the second inning, giving the Bobcats their only run of the night. Rio Grande Valley scored in the 5th and the 10th, giving them the win. The loss brings Texas State's record to 17-15-1 for the season so far. The Bobcats are headed to Georgia next to take on Georgia State University in a 3-game series this weekend. The Houston Astros are first in their division after a strong start to the season. However, the Stros have been having a tough time lately in Minnesota. A new starter for the Twins, Jake Odorizzi, picked up a 4-1 win last night. The Astros' Dallas Keuchel took the loss. The Astros and Twins played this afternoon to finish up their 3-game series. The score was 9-8, with the Astros falling to the Twins. The Texas Rangers are off to a rough start this season. They lost 11-1 to the Los Angeles Angels last night. The loss makes the Rangers' record 4-9, leaving them last in their division so far. Texas and LA will finish out their 3-game series tonight before the Rangers head to Houston to take on the Astros.